Hey Shayla, good morning.
Hello.
So where you from, Shayla?
Bucks County.
Okay, Bucks County. All right. How old are you?
I will be 32 next week.
32 next week? Okay. What brings you out here to Kensington today?
I've been here for 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
You moved here?
I stopped going home.
Why? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, fly.
Bug. I stopped going home when I lost my rights to my daughter.
Wow. Are you, any drugs you're addicted to at the moment?
Yeah, I do dope and meth.
Is that
daily?
Oh, you do it daily?
Yeah.
Was that what caused you to lose your rights?
Yeah.
To your daughter? Who has rights to your daughter now, if you don't mind me asking, Shayla?
My daughter was adopted by an amazing family who she was in foster care with them, and sorry.
It's all right.
It's sad.
Take your time.
I got really lucky. I got a really amazing family who my daughter went to, when she left the hospital, and they basically adopted both of us. They made me part of their family too. They're amazing.
So they adopted you and your daughter.
Technically they didn't adopt me, but they just
just brought you in.
They treat me they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing.
They're good people, man.
They're my angels. They are.
They're good people. You still got their contact information to keep tabs with your daughter?
Oh yeah, she sends me pictures every day.
That's great.
She's amazing.
When last time you seen her? How long?
I saw my kids on Thanksgiving.
So almost a year?
Almost a year, yeah.
Almost a year. Have it been tough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just numb.
Yeah, you're going through too much, right?
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
So Shayla, how was you introduced to the drugs?
I never touched a drug in my life really till I was 22 years old.
Really?
Yep.
How did it all go about?
I was dating a guy and he sniffed Percocets. And I was just wanting him to not, I would rather just do it with him than him lie to me, have him go behind my back. And
yeah.
And then my mom was really sick at that time, so she was on hospice, so I had access to a lot of pain meds. I remember the first time I ever felt withdrawal from opiates was I woke up and I was laying next to my mom in her hospice bed. I fell asleep laying next to her, and I woke up and I felt this oh, what is this? And it was horrible. It's the first time I ever remember feeling any withdrawal symptoms ever.
Wow.
And,
so did you start off with the Percocets before anything else?
Yeah.
How did it translate to the harder drugs?
When my mom died, I moved to Buffalo with my brother, and he was using heroin already. And I was there I lived with him for a month there, and after a month, I was sticking needles in my arms. He was the first one that ever helped me shoot up.
You think your mother's deaf? You think they basically carried you to start?
Yeah. I mean, it's when I stopped living. Really, that's when I haven't dealt with it yet.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a lot. You had any addictions before the hard drugs? You had any alcohol addictions?
No. I mean, I smoked cigarettes.
Okay.
I still smoke cigarettes.
Do you feel like you always pick the wrong type of guys?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had a boyfriend who was sober. Actually, I did have a sober boyfriend.
Really?
My most recent boyfriend was he was clean, and then he relapsed with me. You know what I mean?
He relapsed with you.
He relapsed. Yeah, I was getting high the whole time, and then he eventually relapsed, and now we're still getting high together today.
Are y'all still together at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you homeless out here in Kensington? You got somewhere to stay?
I was homeless I was on the streets for the first 2.5 years. And you're on the streets in the wintertime. It's horrible. That's horrible. But the last 4 months, I've had somewhere to stay. So it's good.
That's great, Shayla.
Yeah.
That's great.
I just feel bad for everyone who's outside now.
Yeah, because you know the feeling, right?
Oh my God, it's terrible. I would never want to do that again. It's horrible.
At least you got a roof now that is about to get really cold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, Are you working right now? What you got going on out here in Kensington to like fun for your habit?
Fun? Oh, fun for my habit?
Yes.
I was, well, at first I was getting that unemployment money for a while, and then that stopped, and then I was being terrible at stealing.
Right.
I have no business doing it. I'm so bad at it. But that was like getting me by.
Right.
And now I just like, I don't know, I got like a decent arrangement where I live at, like where it's, I don't know, I don't trick. That's what you're asking. So that I've never done, like, I've never been.
That's good.
Like, I've never been the girl that walk up and down the Ave ever. I've never, I just have like a good arrangement right now where I'm taken care of, and and I'm okay with as far as like money goes and stuff, like, and then my boyfriend helps out also.
Your boyfriend helps out a lot.
Yeah,
he's still boosting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
So he's kind of looking out for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Have you ever been really sick and done anything that you didn't want to do out here? Like after you done it, you was like, "What the hell? What's wrong with me?"
Yeah, I mean, every day, I guess. Every day out here, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like,
right.
You know, somebody else is raising my children, and I'm just completely able to be doing that, but I'm here instead, you know?
Right. So what's the difference from here in Bucks County? What's the difference between Kensington and Bucks County?
Bucks County, you get pulled over and you got a needle in your trunk, in a lockbox in your trunk, and you're going to jail. And here people are basically like shooting up in front of cops, and it's like a normal thing.
And nobody get arrested for the dang or nothing, right?
Even when you do get arrested for like I've been picked up twice for, copping drugs, and it's like you don't even like they're not really putting anyone in jail unless you have warrants. Like twice I was picked up, and twice I just went to this, they have this, it's called the PAD program, Police Assisted Diversion, and they basically just try to get you into rehab, and if you don't want their help, you just walk right out the door, and then it's done. It's like there's no repercussions, there's nothing, there's no record of the arrest, anything.
So it's just a whole bunch of get out of jail free cards.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this place is completely different.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Was it hard adjusting when you first came out here? With the lifestyle and the big difference?
Like, I mean, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm still not made to be out here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not meant for, like, people tell me all the time I'm not meant for these streets. Like, I'm not, like, I've had a lot of bad things happen to me, like, since I've been out here. Like last winter, this group of kids, like, just walked past me at like 2:30 in the morning, and I had like a blanket around me. I looked like a homeless person. Yeah. And like they just like turned around and like they smashed me in the back of my head with something, and they like jumped on. Yeah. And then they like jumped on my head when I fell down. Like, kids are evil. These kids out here are evil. They are. Like I have like PTSD. Like every time a car like slows down next to me, like I'm just like convinced that they're gonna shoot me with paintball guns or shoot me with something. Like, and like I've almost been shot. Like my boyfriend and I were walking across. We were crossing the street at Somerset, and somebody started shooting. And my boyfriend was using like a crutch to walk at the time because he's got a bad hernia, and he won't get taken care of. Yeah. And he had a bullet hole in his crutch when we were crossing the street.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So the bullet almost hit him.
Yep.
This is. I don't think this is an environment for you.
No.
Do you feel like you ever mistreated though, other than the incident with the kids?
Oh, absolutely.
In the neighborhood?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's speak about that.
I see a lot of people that are really mistreated.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of lucky. Like I don't get really mistreated a whole lot, but I mean,
Yeah.
around here, I mean, people know if you're an addict, they know. You know.
They know if you are one.
They know, yeah. So I just, you know.
How about when you walk in the stores? Do you get them looks?
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes, yeah. Like when I was like trying to boost and stuff, like I would walk into I walked into a Target one time, and the girl at the kiosk was like, instantly she goes, "Don't do anything stupid." Like really?
Really?
Yeah, really? And then it's like, what can you say? Like, but I guess a lot of stores around here are just getting hit really hard, so they just, anybody who walks in this, who looks at them any kind of sideways, they're gonna, treat like not very well.
Right. Do you deal with the samples that the block give out?
If I really need them, I do, but I just have this like stigma about like walking in a crowd of people to get a sample. Like I feel like that's when I feel like at the bottom of the lowest. You know what I mean? That type of thing makes me feel like like I'm worthless. Like, and the way just people just look at you when you and you got those people like running and trying to tackling people trying to get to the sample. And
wow, them samples be crazy.
Yeah.
And the dealers probably think it's the funniest thing in the world,
they
right?
do. Oh my God, it's horrible. And sometimes they'll just throw the bundles in the air, and they'll watch people like dive for them and wrestle over them, and it's really like. And then I've heard stories where they they line you up for a sample, and then they just like shoot people with paintball guns,
really
like horrible stuff. Yes.
Oh, so they just having the most fun out here, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How do they treat you? You have any one-on-ones with the dealers? Like, how are you treated? Like on a one-on-one tip?
I mean, I'm like, I get like I get like a lot of men approaching me like all the time,
right?
Like, around here, like, and as far as like dealers, like. I mean, I'm giving a lot of samples and stuff on the side, like.
Yeah.
But like it's, they're just always looking for something that they're always looking for. They're constantly asking me if do I date or do I want to make some money? Like it's like I'm
oh,
so
the dealers be
used to
trying to get dates from you and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like so used to it. Like I've been treated that way for like so many, like, for years now. It's like, I think it's just normal to walk, you know what I mean? To be walking down the street and have like, men come up to me and say like, even like in like a gross way, you know what I mean? Like just not nice things to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm just think that's just the normal, and it's just, that's not normal though. This is the only place I've ever been to that, like it's not out of the normal for a guy to walk up and just assume that I'm going to go with him in his car and, do, whatever.
Do you feel like you and many other addicts around here treated less than human?
Yeah, I mean, especially by like the young kids. They said like they're evil, like they're really just, they hate us, like they despise us, man. And it's scary. It's like, 'cause, those kids are gonna be adults. Even coming into adulthood, and it's like they look at us like we're not even human. Like it's insane. Like you see kids just all the time just going around shooting people with paintball guns, and it's like, yeah. Me and my friend and my boyfriend, we were like attacked by like 5 guys with paintball guns last summer. We were just sitting on the curb at nighttime, and they just attacked us like brutally, just like opened it, just hammered us. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Man. Yeah, that's wrong, man. Yeah. Off of they fun and giggles. Mm-hmm. And this is real life stuff that y'all dealing with. Y'all dealing with addiction, homelessness, financial issues. Yeah.
It's like you would never imagine like with your everyday life, like, just like not having somewhere to just go to the bathroom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and like the stores won't let you go in any store. Like you go in a store and you ask them to borrow a pen, and they look at you like you're just like nothing,
I'm not gonna lie. I asked one of the people in the stores if I could use the bathroom, and they did like examine me to see if I'm like an addict or not. Like they looked me down for like a couple minutes and then they let me go. I was like, wow, what was that for?
Yeah.
So now I see why. That's crazy. It's crazy. Do you ever feel like you deal with depression, anxiety?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just like numb.
You're numb to everything.
Yeah.
Are you scared to die?
I don't know if I'm not scared to die. No, I'm like, it's like really like messed up. Like,
yeah.
Like the way that I just think about like my life now, it's like I'm just like waiting to die, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm just like so lost without my kids.
Shayla, that hurts. It hurts.
And like I don't even know my son. Like I have a 1.5-year-old baby, and like I haven't spent more than like 6 hours with him his whole life.
Oh my gosh.
And he's such a handsome little guy.
Shayla, I'm gonna just give you this advice. I know I ain't never been in your shoes. You still got a chance to do a whole 360, a turnaround. Because one day that son of yours is gonna be looking for you, and he gonna want answers. You know that, Shayla. I don't believe your ending is dying out here in these streets off these drugs. I feel like it's more than life for you, Shayla. You know what I'm saying?
I just gotta get out of this.
Get out of this.
Stuck,
Get out of this. And I'm not gonna lie. I see that you want to get out of this, right? That boyfriend of yours, if he not trying to do the same, you gotta let him go, Shayla. All honesty. For real. I'm not gonna hold you up. I would like to thank you for your time. You've been a wonderful interviewee. All Time Media is rooting for you.
Thank you.
To get out these streets, get back into your son life. It's possible.
Thank you.
Really. Thank you, Shayla. Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below.